Remember the day you finally decided that you want to tame your budgie? You spent hours on WikiHow or other bird forums, you watched tons of videos on YouTube, and tried to tame your budgie for days, but it just doesn't seem to work. Your bird almost feels like it's untamable at this point. Well, you're having a hard time taming your budgie because you're probably doing some taming mistakes. Here are the 5 most common mistakes owners do when they tame their budgies. You're trying to tame your budgie outside of its cage. Taming your budgie inside its cage is the most crucial part of the taming process. This way, your budgie gets used to you inside its safest place, and it cannot escape your hand thanks to the cage bars. Getting your untamed budgie outside of its cage is a big no-no, as you'll risk losing its trust because your budgie will obviously fly away from you and you will need to chase it. You're trying to tame your budgie when it's not alone. One of the worst mistakes people do is taming their budgies inside the cage while there are other budgies with them. It's best to keep your budgies separated when you tame them, and tame every budgie on its own so they will not distract each other. You're locking your budgie's feet. Many parrot owners are used to forcing their birds to stay on their finger by locking their feet. Never do this to your budgie. First of all, you might hurt it and even injure their bones as they are super fragile. And it's just not right. You can't force your budgie to stay on your finger if it doesn't want to. There are better ways. You're over-taming your budgie. Many budgie owners think that the more and the longer they will tame their birds, the results will be much faster. Which is wrong, because over-taming your budgie can actually cause the opposite reaction. Your budgie also wants to do other things, like preening, playing, resting, and eating. So when it starts signaling that it's exhausted and is less focused, that is the time you should give it some rest. You're trying to tame your budgie before it's trusting you. Lots of you guys message me that you've just gotten your budgie and it's not cooperating with you whenever you try to tame it. The reason for that is because you cannot start taming a budgie before it trusts you. You need to build and gain trust first, so it will not fear you and will allow you to actually tame it, such as making it step up or eating from your hand.